Yo, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Apex Brotherhood live stream. My name is Richard Butler. I'm supposed to have a co-host with me, William, but he's a little bit late, it would seem. But no worries. You'll have me to keep you company until he gets here. But before we do that, let's just get into a quick disclaimer. Alrighty, hoozles. Sorry about the little bit of confusion this morning with the scheduling and the announcements specifically. We did not account for the daylight savings time adjustment to be added to the announcement as well. So the announcement still went off as if the time was going to be what it was before daylight savings time. So now daylight savings time has been taken into consideration, so all of the announcements from now on should be accurate. All right, let's get a quick screen share going up. I see our esteemed guest has arrived, though slightly late, but better late than never. Dude, you good to come on screen?
Yo.
What's
Dude,
up?
look at my hair, man. Took a bed head. Look at that. I got like some peacock thing going on.
Peacocking. Yeah, if you do that, you'll end up like hair like mine. Just do this once or twice and it's done.
Yeah, sorry guys, I was sorting stuff out and then I just lost track of time. And I was like, oh shit.
Ah, dude, it's cool. It happens.
Yeah,
there was a little bit of
I was on my phone, I was sorting emails out, sorting message out. I looked at the time, I was like, oh shit. Like usually I'll sort them out on my after my desk. So if I lose track of time, I'm like, oh shit, I can just join. No, I didn't do that today. I was just sitting there away from my desk.
It's about to say twiddling your thumbs or something.
Yeah, mate, literally I was like, oh no. I haven't even sorted my computer out yet. So sorry guys. That shit's on me. That's my bad.
Well, you're here now, so I'm gonna quickly bring up a screen share while you're busy with your tasty little powders. I have one GU trade that just took TP, and I have an EU trade that's currently going, but it made this. It started climbing back up to my entry point and then just dropped. I was like ready to say, okay, this is going to be a losing trade. I'm fine with that. I've already got a winner, which is a 1-2-3, and this would have been so 1-2-3 RR on both of them. But the EU one would have been a 1R loss, so I would have been up 2R for today. Would have been happy with that. But then it made just like this massive, in relation to all of the other candles, drop. So I'm hoping that it's going to come down. You know, it just needs another 4 or so pips, and then this is a 1-2, by the way. The reason for that is we have the daily low down here, and if it is a 1-3, then it's going to be lower than Tokyo. So I was like, I don't know. EU hasn't been the best in terms of its like movements for me. I got a good trade yesterday on it, but like there was a follow-up trade that I decided I wanted to take. Didn't take it. I just marked it, and it just ran forever, and it wouldn't have even reached 1-2. So just decided, okay, on EU, I'm just going to keep to 1-2s. I'll keep GU on a 1-3. Yeah. So I just needed to drop a little bit more, and then this one should be a winner as well. The reason for the trade is basically this morning. Let's have a look at GU while EU is still playing, because I don't really want to see that trade really. So this is on the 5th. This is on the 5. Let's go to the 15. On the 15 minute, we had this yesterday. This area on the top section of London where we consolidated and then we started dropping. But overall, we're still in this upward trending, let's rather say. Let's do it like this. We were upward trending. If we... And let's do something like that. Just as a means to say, okay, we were upward trending. Something like this. It's not the perfect channel, but it is what it is. Anyway, so we were upward trending a little bit, but not very strongly yesterday. This morning, between last night and this morning, we had this little bit of consolidation as New York closed and the new day opened up. We broke out of it, we retested it, and then we started going higher. But as we got to this high point, we effectively started slowing down quite a bit. So something like that. It looks a lot better on the 5 minute. So technically with this higher end and basically being on the top end of this channel-ish, I thought there's a chance that it might come down and test the bottom end of it. But the thing that gave me the confidence was this on the 5 minute. So if you just look at the 5 minute completely lost all of its momentum as it was going higher. It didn't have the most amount of momentum, but it was upward trending. And then when it reached its new high of the day, it just absolutely lost it. And when it had an opportunity with this nice bullish candle to try and take a new high, or at least push higher than this consolidation section, it just failed. And then started going lower, and then it made a drop base. And then on this drop, I decided, you know what? All of my confluences align. It has effectively tested a significant level, which is sometimes something like Tokyo high or Tokyo low. In this case, it tested Tokyo high, and then it started coming lower. Just decided, you know what? It looks like it's got some good downward momentum. Entered the trade, and yeah, this was a 1 to 3 perfect, great little trade. The EU one did the same thing, but it was a little bit stronger overall. The upward trend is a bit stronger. So on the 5 minute, you had very nice bullish candles in relation to the bearish candles, but a similar effect. It didn't slow down as much, but when it started pulling back, it basically was almost in line with this little wick point over here. And then when it had this very nice bullish candle over here, something like this, it just didn't make a new high, and then it started failing, and then it made a new low, basically. So a break of structure. Or was it a change of character? I don't really know. It basically didn't have the upward momentum anymore, and then drop base, drop candle. I wasn't very happy with this particular drop candle because it was very small, but I decided, okay, I'm just going to enter it for a 1 to 2. Initially, it was a 1 to 3 until I saw how deep it would have been, or how deep it would need to go in order to reach this this bottom section for a 1 to 3. Came down, looked lovely, and then it just started retracing a bit. I thought, I'm not sure. The only thing that kept me in this trade was this little area over here, which we basically broke lower than. We wicked, we didn't close, and then we started pushing back up again. I decided, you know what? Set and forget, enter your trade, leave it, have it play out until it's either a TP or a stop loss. And then we had this absolute monstrous candle in relation to all of the other candles that we've had recently. Monstrous candle, and then a follow-up to the monstrous candle was one bullish candle and then another bearish candle. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll keep this one. This is also potentially a point where I could have entered yet again if this big candle here was at least 2 or 3 candles in a row. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is. It is, according to this, it's currently 7 pips. I don't have my terminal up here. It's behind my stream, so I don't look at that one specifically. I just look here, and then every now and then I'll have a look to see whether or not it actually took TP or hit stop loss. But it's close enough by looking at trading view. So yeah, that's EU and GU for me at the moment. Just those 2 trades.
Nice, mate. Yeah, I'm just trying to sort some stuff out on the back end of things. My computer's been really slow at the moment. When I get back from Hong Kong, I'm going to... you extract it and run it. Okay. Yeah, when I get back from Hong Kong, I'm gonna spoil myself and buy myself a proper monster computer. But yeah, it's not. Oh, it's just.
Well, while you're struggling with that, I will have a quick little look at gold.
Yeah, I had a look at gold a minute ago, dude. GU is dropping, man. Sorry, like,
Yeah.
I've got the terminal up. I can see it. You should be doing okay now with your EU trade, by the way.
The EU trade, not yet according to this. I'm gonna open up, or I'm gonna bring my terminal forward once it actually shows that it's hit TP on TradingView. Otherwise, I'm going to, I don't know, maybe feel like I need to lock up the profits or something. So I just don't want to look at my terminal right now. So I'm just going to focus on gold at the moment. Gold, obviously, we had this double high last week, which was the double high of the all-time highs, effectively. So since then, we have been absolutely dropping off. There was a small little attempt last week, Wednesday, to try and gain some bullish momentum. It failed. And then we had like this very slowed upward tick and then a little bit of a downward tick. But technically, it's like a little bit of consolidation if you go and look at the general theme of what we've been doing on gold. And since Monday, we've just been absolutely dropping down. So if we go on to the daily on gold, I like marking up my bearish areas. I remove it every day so that I can rehash it. Just make sure I come and have a look at it, put all of the lines back in again. So we have all of these bearish daily. I don't have the. There we go. Sorry, bullish daily candles, which it's not a daily candle. It's a base. Sorry, base. And then every now and then, if we do have a retracement and we come and test one of them, I remove it if it is closed or broken through and closed beneath. So I use them as points of interest, basically. And in this case, when we had this one massive day of retracement, we had the follow-up, and then the bull candle, that daily bull candle here, no interest in going higher at all. Price struggled to push higher. Bulls are not in control. There's no buyers. We had a follow-up bearish candle and then a very big bearish candle yesterday. And now it seems as though we're printing yet another one. So I feel as though we are slowly turning into bearish territory on the higher time frame, on the daily and stuff like that. Especially if you look at how large these bearish candles have become in relation to the bullish candles that we had over the last few months. So we're now, for me, we are fully bearish. How strong bearish we are is going to, or how long term bearish we are going to be is still up for debate. So if we go down to the 4 hour, on the 4 hour we have broken through this daily base, which was the most recent daily base. If we look at the 4 hourly, here is a 4 hourly base, which we broke through. We broke through this one over here. We broke through it here. We pushed back into it, rejected off of it, tried yet again, and now we're slowly pushing lower. So to me, as it seems right now, I am 100% looking for sells. I'm not looking for any buys until we at least come and test down here and we reject off of it strongly. We break into it, we reject off of it. And if this one fails, I will carry on selling until it reaches this very next bullish base. And then I want to see the same idea. It must push into it, reject, attempt again, and then continue back up again. So it's not good enough if it just moves into it and then just rejects off of it. I don't want to see that. I want to see this. I want to see the price come into it, push off of it, attempt yet again, and then fail, and then start pushing up. So That is what I want to see on gold. I am fully bearish on gold at the moment. But Will, you and I are like, we trade what we see on the day. And on the day, we are absolutely bearish. I just want to see sells. That's what I want to see now.
Literally that, mate.
And I did mark up. Okay, I'm just going to remove all of these because I have no interest in selling. I have no interest in trading gold right now. But it's purely for the fact that I want to focus on EU and GU at the moment because I'm a bit more comfortable with EU and GU, where gold to me can sometimes be a little bit erratic. So one moment we're selling nicely, next moment we're buying with all vigor. So if I wanted to trade gold now, I think I would rather want to do a bit more of a longer term, a bit more swing, a little bit more hold it over the day kind of like thing, which I don't have a strategy for yet. So I'm going to just hold off on gold right now. But I do feel like there is like good opportunities on gold. So if we just go on the idea of the drop-based drop, here we have 4 candles in a row. This is Tokyo, by the way. We had 4 candles in a row, 2 candles, and then a single candle. So in order for it to be a drop-based drop, it needs to have 3 initial candles. So the 3 directional candles, in this case, is bearish. 3 candles, and then a maximum of 2, of which the 2 candles is not allowed to be larger than 50% of the initial move. And then a follow-up bearish candle. So there is a bearish candle that you could have entered on for a sell as an example on my drop-based drop, rally-based rally. So in this case, this becomes a 15-minute base. Here we have 2 candles, 1, 1. I need 3. 2 candles, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, 1. Here's another. This is on the 15-minute. Sorry, I clicked the long one. So there is another base for me. But if I go down to the 5-minute, it looks a little bit better. So we had this area of consolidation over here on gold. I'm just going to make it a point of interest at this point in time, and I'll make this one a 15-minute bearish, and this one a 15-minute bearish as well. 1, 2 candles, not enough. Not enough in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. Perfect. Here we have a 5-minute bearish base, which I don't have marked up, but you can see it. 4 candles, 1, 1. So this would have been a perfect area to take a sell as an example, and then gold 1, 2, 3. Maybe if you wanted to, you could have it slightly above that box or above that section over there, and then try and get a 1 to 2. Obviously, the larger your stop loss is, the less your profit is going to be. Like what can be theoretically achieved within a short period of time. So for myself, I would have kept it just slightly above that box as an example, and I would have tried for a 1, 2, 3, which is somewhere around there. But anyway, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. So here is another 5-minute base as well. I only take the bodies of a candle as the base, or if it's downward trending like it is now, I take the body and the top wick, because the top wick was the highest price on the base before it started moving lower again. Where if it is a bullish base, then I take the bottom wick and the candle close, because it's the lowest point that it tried to take during a upward trend. So yeah, that is just something that could be looked at for taking.
Sorry guys, I'm back now. I was just trying to sort some stuff out on the back end, like the Discord and the terminals. Trying to make sure everything's working okay. It all seems to be working okay now. I do need to jump on a meeting after the stream, just to sort one little niggly bit out. But it's all good. It's all good, guys. So I'm sorry, I am back. We're back in the game. But having said that, I'm not really seeing anything in the market anyway. If I bring my trading view up, guys, check this out. You can actually see these are my gold trades from yesterday, or my gold analysis from yesterday. So this is the one that I actually missed, unfortunately, but this is the one that I actually placed up in front of you guys to our TP hit. This is the one that I drew up on stream. I didn't take it because the immediate price action wasn't showing me enough validation, including mostly due to this wick here. But I thought, okay, I'm going to leave it drawn up anyway to see how it would have turned out. We would have come extremely close to being whipped out and hit the stop loss. But then it did actually go ahead and almost instantly hit a 2R trade. So that was pretty nice. EU, I had a trade on. This I actually live traded. I took the trade. But I ended up taking out of the trade when we came down and tested this area here, the small consolidation. Order block or base candle, as Richie calls it. Now, took out and then we immediately pulled back and then just tested this area one last time before then going ahead and reversing, and would have hit my stop loss. So glad that I took out. You know, market knowledge, market experience allowed me to take out there. That's it. Nice TP there on a 2R trade on GU. That's all I'm seeing at the moment. Let me actually get my other terminal up. There we go. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Can you guys see this okay now? There we go. So that's what I'm seeing at the moment. Just a quick catch up with chat. Rich, don't know if you've already done it yet. Like I said, I was slightly later. So MGN coming out this morning. Yo, good morning. What's good, man? How you doing? In the Wilds trades. Good morning, mate. How you doing? Dave Ridings. Good morning, all. Yes, Dave. What's good, my man? Pooley, Pooley. Morning. The usual suspects. Wagwan. Smithy. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Smithy. Infinity. How are you doing, Infinity? Good morning, guys. Good morning to you, Annie. Forever. Good morning, Annie. Good to see you in the Discord this morning as well. I'm Peron. P.E. Peron. Did you just wake up? Well,
Ronnie.
Yeah. Oh no, there's an I. I thought there were exclamation marks. Pepperoni. Did you just wake up? Well, your hair is so nice and your eyes are so bright. I'm guessing that is sarcasm. No, I haven't just woken up, but yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm feeling tired today. I was actually awake and live in the call with the founder, my brother Ewan. He was live in the premium Discord doing his gym session at 7 a.m. this morning, or 7:30 this morning. So I've been up since 7:30. I've just been sorting stuff out in my bedroom, and I just couldn't be able to get up. It was one of those mornings that I was sorting business out on my phone, and I was just lying there in bed in a dark room on my phone, sorting emails out, sorting text messages out, messaging people, sorting stuff like that, just doing some business. And then, yeah, just time ran away from me, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get up. So, haven't done my hair. My hair's all bedhead as hell. My eyes are still trying to adjust to the light. So, yeah, guys, look, full accountability. No bullshit here. I wasn't half asleep. I haven't just woken up, but I was in bed. So, yeah. So, yeah, I do apologize, guys, for being slightly late. That's my fault. I think CC has changed her username.
To pepperoni.
To pepperoni. Pepperoni.
Doubt it.
Yeah, no, she hasn't. Still CC. I don't think she'd know how to change her username. But yeah, man, gold's just dropping.
Yeah. Gold is... What's that saying? Don't try and catch a falling knife?
I couldn't trade this right now.
I would need I would need for it to make a bit of a pullback of some sort because it's really bearish. It's really bearish. On the 15-minute, we have so many base candles. It is ridiculous. So it seems like the pullback to try and go bullish again is very short-lived. So
yeah, I'd love to see it consolidate for a bit and then just take highs and start moving up a little bit. It doesn't need to be much. Like if we can just have a real tight consolidation on gold. Let's say, for example, here. Oh god. Let's say we had a nice consolidation area here, and then we like broke higher. I'd consider trading this. Probably, I'd go for a 1 to 2R, but I'd probably try and target this area up here.
Dude, Dave, you've been in since 4,100 on gold for a sell. Dude, amazing. But it makes sense. Like, on 4,100, so you would have been in from Friday? I would think.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so nice. From Friday to where we are now, that's a pretty good swing trade, mate. Pretty good. And we've got Louis in. Good morning, Louis. Good morning, Brotherhood. How are you, mate?
Yo, Louis, what's good, man? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Yebo.
Yebo. That is yes. Yes.
Yebosh. Also, guys, give us a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I think we've got like 74 subs now, which is it's so cool, dude. It's cool to see you guys are loving what we're doing. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and give us a big thumbs up.
If we can get to 100.
Dude, if we can get to 100 subscribers, that would be insane.
Dude, I'd be so happy.
Yeah,
dude, Inu is just playing at the moment.
Yeah,
testing my patience.
74 subscribers. Guys, 74 subs is super cool. Yeah,
no, we're very grateful.
We are super grateful for everyone who supports us on the channel. And don't forget, guys, that the link is in the description below. You know, go smash out those links. Go check them out. We've got Discord, website, and 2 Instagram links. So go check out the Instagrams. Go check out the website. Go check out the Discord link. The Discord is free. There's a free chat room in the Discord that you can chat with us outside of the stream. However, if you want to come join us in the live trading lounge where we hang out every single day, not just me and Rich, you know, everyone else is welcome. It's a free space to chat, chill, and banter. Then, you know, get yourself in the premium Discord group where everything opens up. You got fitness, you got motivation, you got podcasts, calls, you got all sorts.
And potentially Friday night poker.
Yes, actually, yeah. As of this Friday, guys. So unfortunately, I had a funeral last Friday, so I couldn't release this. However, he has reminded me. Well done, Rich. Today is the day that I'm going to announce it. But this Friday, we are going to be starting our weekly poker nights. It's going to be Friday evening. We're not sure on times yet. It is going to be in the Whiskey Lounge, I believe. Unless we decide to make another lounge, but probably going to be in the Whiskey Lounge. Rich is a semi-professional or an ex-professional poker player. So, guys, we are learning from a genuine master. I have no idea how to play poker. Rich is going to be teaching us all. For those of you who already know, then we can play poker. Those of you who don't know, we can learn together. But yeah, so there's going to be poker evening. You can all have your cameras on or not have your cameras on. You know, but we're all going to be playing poker. It's going to be a complete free for all. You know, banter, whiskey, drinks, cigars, the lot. You know, there's no filter. It's a Discord call where Rich is going to be teaching us how to play poker, and then we're going to be doing some poker nights. There's going to be there will be prizes eventually as well. Nothing too serious. There's not going to be real money on the line yet. I mean, we can definitely do
It's just
something.
for entertainment and something to do on a Friday night.
Literally that. Yeah, literally
Wow.
that. It's just hang out with the brothers and have a bit of fun and banter.
It's a bit of a hangout.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so as of this Friday, there's going to be poker night.
Oh, mate, this EU trade is not looking good. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it is going to probably be a losing trade, which I'm okay with, because it would have been a good loss regardless. But it is not looking so good.
Yeah, due to the fact that we've had so many wicks to the downside at that low would worry me a little bit. What about break even? Why don't you take a flat break even? You know, you've banked 2R, saved yourself 1R.
Well, because that would technically go against my plan.
Okay.
But I don't want to. Here's the problem. By taking break evens. What if I enter a trade and it goes a little bit into profit, and then I decide, oh, I don't know, it doesn't look great, and I decide to cut it off at break even? Am I going to get into a habit of doing that with every trade that is not technically going in my direction? Whereas if I leave it to just take stop loss or to take profit, it is going to be exactly according to my strategy, and my expectation for a win is going to be achieved. Let's put it like that. It's not going to be in the sense that, oh, I have a winner because it's break even, but it's technically not a winner. So I'm going to have these outliers of it's not a loss, it's not a win, it's break even. It's like this trade never existed. And I feel like it skews the results ever so slightly. So I would rather just set and forget it. It's one of those things, it's expected that there's going to be losing trades. This is just going to be one of them.
And just take the win or the loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
that makes sense.
It simplifies the math. Because
True.
your win.
Yeah, there's no complications between break evens and.
Then I have to be nitpicky about, oh, do I include this trade? Do I include that trade? Or, like I said, is it going to be a habitual thing when I take a trade and then it doesn't look good, and then it could have been a winner if I just stayed in it?
Yeah, I mean, look, that makes perfect sense. I'm actually thinking of buying EU if it closes above this high.
If it starts moving up, on the 15-minute now, it's moving up nicely. On the 5-minute, it looks good. If it takes me out, it takes me out. I will also want to rather just see it break and start moving in a direction, because right now it's a little bit sideways, and I don't like that.
Yeah, nice. It's just following your plan, man. Just stick to the plan, trust yourself in it.
Dave, I would imagine that the live trading room is busy. When would you trade? Well, we still trade, but
it's as busy as people make it, you know. So at the moment, you know, we've just released the premium group, and we've already got 8 or 9 members in. So that's really cool. It's good to see. There's usually about 4 or 5 people. So when me and Rich tend to join the live trading room around about like between after this stream and then before the Fiverr stream. So that's when we'll usually trade in the live trading room, or that's when we'll usually hang out. In the afternoon, like some of the other guys just hang out in there. And we jump in every now and then. Usually I'm busy in the afternoon doing other stuff, so I don't really trade. But if I see that other people are there, then while I'm working on my PC or my computer, I'll jump in and just hang out with the guys. So yeah, the live trading room is busy. It's not just for live trading. It's just a lot of the guys just like to hang out and chill and have a chat and have a bit of banter in there. So yeah, the live trading lounge is busy. Yeah, it is. It's probably the busiest lounge consistently. Like other than that, it's like the whiskey lounge in the evenings.
Yeah, the intention of the live trading lounge was purely the same idea of streaming, where we have a community, people are chatting while you're trading. So you have someone to talk to if you have some ideas, or if you just want to literally just talk to someone while you're trading. It doesn't even have to be a trading related. It can be all kinds of stuff. And the thing is, we didn't want to be live permanently because, you know, there's this expectation with live streaming as well. So while we're not live, but we're in a chat room together, some of us can say, hey, listen, I just need to pop out quickly. I need to go and do a thing. I'll be back in 20 minutes, that kind of like thing. Can't really do that with the live stream. It's a little bit more, it's more structured, and it's less like fluid in that case. So anybody can drop in and drop out of the lounge whenever they want to, talk some banter, talk some trading, take some trades, share your trades, that kind of like thing, and then move on. If you don't want to, you don't have to feel obligated to stay in there. So that's what we wanted to do, the live trading chat room, basically. It's breaking that little bit of loneliness during trading.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally agree, man. And it's nice to have the community in as well. It's nice for people to chat. Like it's like right now, you guys, you can chat in the chat box, you can type, and yeah, that's all well and good. In the trading lounge, you guys actually join the voice. Like you can either put your camera on. We don't really have our camera on. I'm sure you guys are sick of looking at us by the end of the stream. But like you can put your camera on, or you can just join with a voice, or you don't have to. You can join with a chat room as well. You have three options. You can put your camera on, you can join with a voice, or you can join in the chat. So it's entirely up to you guys.
Dude, I'm Pepperoni asking who has the best poker face among you two. Well, it depends. I haven't really seen Will's poker face yet, but I think my poker face is pretty good.
Nah, definitely me and Bear.
Yeah, so I do feel like it was kind of like a requirement.
I was gonna say, dude, you're a professional poker player or ex-professional poker player. Of course, you're gonna be better. Yeah, although I've got a hella good poker face. I can't lie.
To put up a poker face anytime soon, so or in the last whatever months or whatnot. So, but when I do, it's pretty good, I would think. Dave Rankin saying, my strat tells me to take partials at 1-to-1 if it is a 1-to-3 trade and let balance run for free, just remove stress. So I've tried that before, where I take partials at a specific point and then pull my stop loss to break even, as an example. The problem that I found out with that was I'm taking off half the trade as an example. So let's say it was a one lot trade and 10 pips, I remove my half the trade, so I reduce it by 0.5. So I'm technically locking up $50. All right. And then I leave it to go in whatever direction I want to. What is that secondary trade? What's the secondary portion? It's going to be a 1-to-3 as an example. So I needed to drop another 20 pips before I reach my 1-to-3, but it's at half risk. So that's going to be $50 for the first one, and then what's the next one going to be? $150. So that's $200 in total that it needs to move. But if I just put a 1-to-3 full risk and leave it, that's $300. It's twice as much. Okay. Now you're going to view a loss as hitting break even. But what if there's those days where it just doesn't even reach your 1-to-1 and it just goes against you? It's a full loss. How many partials do you need to take before you've made up your loss? So it didn't work for me in my style of trading. I like the idea that Sol has, and Sol has spoken about this before on the Fiverr stream, is take full profits but take partial losses. So he inverted when he takes partials. So he'll take a partial if he's in drawdown, and then he'll re-add that partial that he took off to the trade if the trade starts moving in his direction. So he takes, for argument's sake, $100 loss and turns it into a $75 loss or a $50 loss, as an example. And then he re-adds it. And I like that idea way more than the idea of taking partials when I'm in profit. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Puli saying, I can confirm it is a great community to be a part of and my trading has improved. Well, Puli, you've pretty much been one of the most consistent people in the Discord. So
yeah, my thing is the more active you are in the Discord, dude, my throat at the moment is going through all sorts of havoc. The more active you are in the Discord, the more benefits you're going to get from it. You know, it's that simple. You know, the more active you are, the more you participate, you know, the better the community comes. If everyone joins the community and just sits in the background and watches, then it's like, it's hard for us to run a successful community because, you know, people aren't going to interact, and, you know, you kind of need interaction. But for those of you who are active in the Discord, like Poli, in the premium, 50 Cal in the premium, some of those guys that are joining, even like, and that's not ignoring the rest of you, like everyone is super active in there. But Puli is in every single live call, you know, whether it's the Whiskey Lounge or whether it's the trading lounge. Everyone, like MGN, Rich, you know, everyone is in there and being super active, and it's super cool to see. Like they're participating in the challenges, so we have like weekly. Ewan is the PT side of it, so he looks after the fitness, and it's super cool, man. You know, everyone's participating in the fitness challenges, everyone's participating in trading, chilling, chatting. It's just, yeah, it is super cool.
GU is dropping, mate. There was a very
melting. GU's melting.
5-minute drop, base drop, and I just checked it now. This would have been just the perfect trade, as an example, for a 1-3, even more on it. But it is what it is. I've already got one trade, and this one is still going. The EU one is just struggling, mate. If it can just start tanking or just knock me out and be over and done with it, so I can start looking for another trade. But as it is right now, I am not keen in trading it anymore. But I want to leave my take profit and stop loss to be hit. Dave Rankin saying, hi or hey, I am a Scottish deep pocket Sapphire. If I pay, I want value, so I would live in there. So that's good.
Good man. Well, that's what we want to see, you know? Like, I never worry about the value that we bring. Let's just put it that way.
Make your bed up every night.
Make your bed.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you get.
Yeah, what are you on about? You don't make your bed up that night. You make your bed up in the morning, so it's ready for you at night. God, come on, you backwards, mate.
Really. Just need to add this. You get lost in your own thoughts, good or bad, for the trading whilst trading alone. That's another reason why I think a community is beneficial. I could not agree more with you, Puli. The idea that you get so stuck in your own mentality and your own thoughts that it's easy for you to just follow those thoughts, whether they're good or bad. And the thing is, if you have a community, people that you can talk to, you kind of become a little bit more reliant on other people's information as well. And they help you challenge your own, let's say, negative thoughts as an example, or reaffirm your positive thoughts. So a good community can be the difference between you being a successful trader and enjoying what you're doing, or becoming a successful trader that hates what they're doing, or a not yet successful trader that becomes successful and enjoying it. So there's like a bunch of things that I think a community really helps with.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
And
that's what it's about.
Yeah, all GBP pairs are melting. I've only checked pound at the moment, but if I just have a look here on my GU pairs, all of them are just absolutely dropping, where pound is the main pair. So yeah, pound weakness, mate. Pound weakness.
Pound weakness? No. Pound dead. There's no weakness. The thing's dead.
Yeah. So
it's given up.
Yeah, it's not great, mate. It's not great. No 15-minute basis though. And it's dropping like crazy. I mean, it's already like 30 pips from the start of day, and I think the start of day up to where it went, or from, let's say, from the low point of the day up to there was already 33. So we've had a 60 pip drop since Tokyo closed. So yeah, not good. Not good. In the wild saying, I can also confirm that it is a great group of people. There's banter, but everyone is there to support each other. That's exactly the thing. It's the support.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah. That's what we're about. It's community, you know. It's community to help encourage people to get better, fitter, healthier, and more financially free. That's the goal. You know, our goal in the premium group is to help people reach financial freedom. Help people reach financial freedom if they haven't already. If they have already, then congratulations. Let's just chill in the community. If they're not as fit as they want to be, you know, Ewan's a full-time qualified PT. He's there to help you become fitter and healthier as well. So it's super cool, man. Like, it's not just trading in there; it's trading, fitness, healthy lifestyle, health and well-being. Just the whole thing's fantastic to see. It's fantastic to be in.
There is one thing that I would like to say about the being in a community like ours. The thing is, we're a super supportive group. We hold each other accountable, but it's not the kind of group where we're going to tell you what you should be doing this, and if you don't do this, you know, these are the consequences. You set your own goals, you set your own expectations, and we support you.
Yeah, exactly.
In helping you do what it is that you want to do, what you want to become better at. We're not going to say you must do 30 push-ups every single day because that's what the Brotherhood expects. No, you bring your own.
Exactly that, man. Like, if you want to achieve something, then we help direct you and we help you find a way that's gonna encourage you to discover what it takes to actually achieve what you're looking for.
Yeah, we're like a support group.
Yeah, mate, literally, yeah. Biskin Yowa, yo, what's good, man? Good morning, guys. Good morning, mate. Poorly, bruv, I am an old dumb blonde. Dave, you make me laugh. I'm an old dumb blonde, and that comment went straight over my head. So will join me in bed. No, I think he means I'm gonna make your bed for you, giving you value for money. Dave, I'm not gonna get in bed with you, unless you want me to. I can jump in bed with you if you want, as long as I get to be Big Spoon.
Are you sure you wanted to say that comment? I mean, just look at who commented just underneath that comment.
Yeah, CC. Good morning. Oh man, CC,
you just caught Will in a bit of a predicament. He's just asked Dave if Dave wants him to join him in bed.
Maybe it could be like a group thing.
Did you know that Will swings that way?
Dude, the size of me, I swing always. I can.
Like we established, what are the three things that a man brings to the table?
Yeah, fair. I'm not rich. I don't have a
one
good
of the three
personality.
things: personality, money, endowment.
Yeah, and I don't have money, and I don't have a great personality. Pretty. Why not? Sandwich. Move over, and Dave Rankin is Can you imagine, dude? CC, can you imagine saying, "Oh, CC budget bed, Dave's top and tailing with us today."
Yeah, and it actually happens. Jeez. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, fair. I think you should just stand there stunned. Yen is shining.
His mouth open.
Ooh, she gotta be careful doing that.
Yen is shining today. Yeah.
Yen.
I mean, all of the yen pairs are, obviously the
wallish.
Absolutely bearish on AUD, JPY, CAD, JPY, CHF, JPY, Euro JPY, Pound JPY. All of them are tanking.
Oh man. This is what I mean. Like the banter in the Discord group is so much funnier than this because, you know, obviously, look, we're not trying to monetize our YouTube, but it is funny because, you know, we do have a bit of banter, but we restrict ourselves a little bit. You know, this public ears, you know, so, like back in LLTF, you know, we said a couple of things, and one of the guys said, guys, my kids are in the background. Can you be careful on what you're saying? So, you know, we do take into consideration that there may be youngsters watching or youngsters in the background. You know, you should, in theory, be 18 or over to watch these streams. But, you know, in the Discord, you must be 18 or over because that's just, you know, you got to be 18 or over just because, you know, it's trading and you got to be careful when trading because they are financial markets. However, the banter in there is savage. It is savage. It's hilarious, but it is savage.
Yeah, and it is a free for all basically. Like we don't care where you're from. We don't care your ethnicity. We don't care what, you know, religion you are. We don't care about any of those things. All we require,
everyone gets represented. Everyone gets to go.
Vibes. That's all. We just want people in there to be there with the right intention. Be there to learn, 100%. Be there to give advice, be there to be a part of the community, join in the banter, have good vibes, and then you will always fit in. We don't care about any other things. We don't care about your political background. We don't care about any of that kind of like stuff. Just be a good dude or dudette and just, you know, play along.
Yeah.
Play with everybody that's there. Just good vibes.
Show a bit of fun. Evan wrapped just over $500 for today. Well done, Evan. That's awesome, mate. Big congratulations on that one, dude. I haven't taken a trade yet. That was me. Thanks for the money, Will. They have just finished their counseling sessions.
Well, which kind of like brings us to the idea of the 1% trader's mindset, which is...
Yeah, absolutely.
It's an interesting concept that I think is misunderstood. What is Kaizen? What is 1% mindset? What is it? Will, what is it?
So Kaizen, for what is Kaizen, is a Japanese philosophy of constant improvement. So the art of being 1% better each day, or just the idea of being 1% better, the idea of constant improvement. It's a Japanese philosophy. It's actually a massive thing that I follow. So everyone talks about having the 1% mindset, but what does it actually mean in daily life? What should we really do to build that mindset, not just talk about it? What an amazing question, Infinity. That is, dude, that's awesome, man. So, like, daily steps to being 1% better. And me and my brother were actually talking about this on the way to the gym. We were just talking about, like, mentality improvements and talking about how to... And he said, oh, yeah, no, I need to do this. I need to do that. And I said, no, you're too specific. You're like, sometimes you need to broaden it out a bit. Like, what can you do to just be better in general, be a better human being? And it can be as simple as gratitude. So waking up every single morning and being grateful for something, finding something to be grateful about, you know, so go into, like, I don't know, go into a family event or go, I don't know, when your mum or your partner or yourself or your friends cook dinner, thank them for it. You know, just really simple stuff. Show gratitude, because what you project in the world is usually what comes back to you. And that's another massive Japanese philosophy. So what you want to be doing is just show gratitude in the world. Be someone you want to be remembered for, you know, like, for example, you want to be the person who people brag about knowing, not because you're rich, not because you're this, not because you're that, because you're a genuinely all-round nice person. Now, there's two different ways of being a nice person. You can be a nice guy and be a pushover. No one respects that, you know. Yeah, everyone can be a nice guy, but the idea of knowing your capabilities but still being a nice guy, that is what it's about, you know. So when you're a nice guy and you don't take messing, people respect you more. So it's about being able to have a strong mindset where you know when to say no. You know, that's 1% better. Being 1% better where you know where to respect yourself, you know when to say no, but also being 1% better to the point where you're being more grateful each time. You're looking at daily habituals, like you're looking at daily habits that you're doing, and you're always grateful for them. You're waking up with a positive attitude. You give yourself, let's say, for example, 3 affirmations in the morning, 3 affirmations in the evening. You know, that is a massive stepping stone to being better throughout your daily life. Journaling is another thing. A lot of people laugh at the idea of journaling. Journaling in daily life is very important. You know, especially like when it comes to like daily affirmations. You know, you want to be able to actually look internal of your life and say, like, right, what do I want to achieve today? What have I achieved today? What am I proud of today? What could I have improved today? You know, look, we all have backward steps. We all have bad moments. We all get in a mood. We all say stuff we may not want to say. You know, if you've said something, then, you know, the art of constant improvement is maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe even a year ago, you may not have been able to recognize that. Whereas by the end of the day, you may be able to say, wow, I recognize that I was in an awful mood at 12 p.m. this afternoon. I am now going to apologize to the people that I was in a bad mood around. I'm going to, you know, affirm the mood that I was in. I'm going to confirm with myself and realize that I was in this mood and rectify my actions and show the people around me that, look, I acknowledge this and I'm going to improve this, and I apologize for the bad aura that I presented myself as. You know, just simple stuff like that. You'll find that you're a happier person. You'll find that the vibes around you is a lot nicer. When it comes to trading, you know, 1% better each day is just following your plan. Affirm that, you know, you are following your plan. And if you don't follow your plan, if you step outside of your plan, then, you know, acknowledge that, take accountability on that, you know, and then journal around it. Because that what you want to be doing is, once you've taken accountability, it allows you to grow going forward. And that for me is answering Infinity's question on, everyone talks about it, but how can you actually do it? Turn up and represent in the Discord. Absolutely, mate. Cheers, bro. CC, you look extra handsome today, and your teeth is so white. Thank you very much, CC. Evan saying, be the change you want to see. Yes, mate, 100%. Be the change that you want to see in the world. You know, like, I always say to myself, look, guys, I've been not such a nice guy before, especially when I was on the door, especially when I was out drinking. I wasn't the best person. Even in family life, like sometimes I wouldn't be the nicest guy in the world, and I hated it. And it got me thinking, like, one day you're going to be not so nice to people around you, and one day you're not going to get that opportunity to be nice or not nice around those people, you know. So you got to remember that. Way, he's hit TP. Well done, mate. Dude, you did a smashing job of that. You did a seriously smashing job of that. Fair play. You know, nothing but respect for that. You held through, even through contemplation. That was really cool, man. But yeah, going back to it, man, is like one day you're going to wake up and know that you should have been nicer to people, or maybe you could have been nicer to a particular person that may not be in your life anymore. You know, that was a massive driving force for me, is the fact that I'm going to try and be a nicer person, a more caring, a more loving person. Guys, I know what I'm capable of. Guys, I do karate, I'm a boxer, you know, I'm a gym goer. I know what I'm capable of. I know that I can punch someone. I know I can take a punch. I know that I can be a bit of a dick. You know, why do I want to portray that as me permanently? I know that I'm strong-willed enough to say no. You know, I know that I know my worth. I know who I want to hang out with, who I don't. I don't need to portray myself as that. So I've decided that from, like, it's taken me a few years to understand this, but from now on, I want to be a more loving person, a more open person, a better person, and someone that I want to be a person that people around me would brag about knowing. Not because I'm rich, not because I'm a cool guy, but because I'm just genuinely a nice person. Now, if I can be bragged about for being a nice person, and then someone disrespects me and someone comes across me and thinks that I'm a pushover, then they'll see the original Will that wasn't such a nice person. But it's the ability to turn it on when the time is appropriate. Like, if you can't turn it on when the time's appropriate, you're just not a nice guy. You know, trying to be 1% better is learning how to channel that and control it. Biskin Yoba, I added a position on AUD CHF to my swing stack earlier this morning. I have already initiated GU 2 weeks ago, and I may consider EU later. USD AUD Swissy is tricky though, but which pair isn't? Dude, 100%, man. Everything's got its challenges. You know, all currency pairs have their own little characteristics and personality traits. But well done, mate. That's awesome. Awesome result. Well done on the AUD Swiss. I don't trade that pair, but EU and GU are a little bit weird at the moment. GU's flattening out now, but EU
it's losing its momentum.
Yeah. Part of me wants to be trading EU. I don't know. We'll see. In the wild trades, I also try and apply Kaizen into my daily life. Small steps every day. That's what it takes to be a better person and more successful in anything you choose in life. 100%. So life coaching is something that I want to go down eventually, but for now, I go to events as a motivational speaker, and there's a massive correlation in what people align themselves mentally and physically when it comes to everything. So Kaizen is a massive part of people's life, whether it's trading or just life. Like, you will be successful in anything providing you've got the right mentality and the correct processes. In the wild trades, wise words, mate, from Pooley. Biskin Yoba, Rich, please check AUD Swiss.
Having a look at that now, just trying to see where is specific areas of interest over the last, I don't know, month or so. We haven't really gone higher than this point. So 0.53, I'm going to have this as an area of support / resistance. On the 4 hour, it seems as though this area down here was a little bit of a area of interest as well. If you just look at the way that price reacted on it, you had multiple tests on this area, and then eventually you broke through it, closed lower, retest basically of this little section over here. So a small little retest area like that, which was then tested, pushed lower, pushed back into this area, tested it once again, and then that area is exactly where it gapped as well. So the question is, are we going to see this gap filled? This was Monday's gap. Pushed up into this little consolidation area on the daily. So it's a daily base area. Price moved into it yesterday and then started to go lower from that point, and we've been printing bearish since. So I do feel as though we can potentially come and fill this gap, but it begs to be seen as of now. We've had a very much bearish day since the beginning of the day. It's completely bearish. Now, I don't trade AUD or CHF, so I have very limited experience on this pair specifically. However, from what I can see is that it is a little bit bearish at the moment, just on the day itself. It did have a massive drop down, then a little bit of a retracement, and then a continuation lower. And it does seem as though it is trying. This was basically, okay, so slightly higher on this point of view. It is trying to go a little bit higher, but it's slowed in relation to how strong the downward pushes were. These upward pushes are a little bit slow. As of right now, I am bearish on AUD CHF. So this could be because the Swiss is getting a little bit stronger. Let's have us just Okay, well, these are not really pairs that matter. It's the Singaporean and the Hong Kong dollar in relation to the CHF. But most of the pairs, so major, CHF, yeah, dollar dropping, CHF, but a little bit of strength there. Pound CHF, same thing. Pound dropping, CHF strengthening. EU CHF, same thing. So overall, I'm seeing just a little bit of weakness in it on the hourly. Personally, I would want this gap to be filled. And then if this gap gets filled, then I want to see this bottom section here, which is like a long-term support zone, where you can see multiple times price has tested it, reacted off of it, tested it, reacted off of it, tested, reacted off of it, and then broke through and then came back to it to test it again. So I do like this area for a nice support / resistance, but we also have this support resistance, which is in line with the gap, which I also feel like might potentially be reacted from. So for the time being, I would like to see how it reacts off of that. On the 15-minute, we have this little area of like larger consolidation and then a small weak consolidation area, which then had a break, a retest, and then continuation lower. Very few order blocks, or in this case, bases on the 5-minute. Little bit of consolidation here. Break, retest, and then another failed retest, and then continue lower. Maybe somewhere over here it can be tested. Go up, test this, and start pushing lower. But as it stands right now, I'm still bearish on it, because we are printing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know, Will, if you agree with that.
Yeah, mate.
I'm seeing a little bit of weakness.
Dude, honestly,
How big are these candles?
EU's the only option I'm seeing right now. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes, and hopefully it holds here. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes, and I'm gonna be selling EU. Hopefully it holds.
Yeah, I mean, being so long in this trade, I'm done.
Yeah, mate, I bet you are. Dude, I don't blame you. Screw that, man.
Would we have reached 1 to 3? No, barely would have missed it. No, I'm happy with the 1 to 2. That is 5R for today, then.
Dude, that's insane, man. Oh, no, that is it 1 to 2? Ah, fair.
Yeah, the EU one was a 1 to 2 because of the support area over here. I didn't really know if we would be able to push lower than this. And a 1 to 3 would have been like lower than the Tokyo low, which was the last area where we had an actual reaction from. So I just decided keep it 1 to 2 and be happy with it. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Good. Good trade. Good boy.
Well done, mate. Yeah, big well done, dude.
So yeah, I wanted to add just my 2 cents to the whole idea of the 1% traders mindset. And yes, we talk about traders mindset, but it's really pretty much any sort of mindset. It's the idea that I have a goal in mind and I would like to achieve that goal. Whatever that goal is, doesn't matter. The goal itself can only be achieved if there is movement towards that goal. Now, if your goal is far in the future or tomorrow or later today, you need to put steps in place in order to eventually reach that goal. Like, imagine Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, considered the fastest man recorded on Earth for the 100 meters. So he has the world record on that. Do you think that he reached that by just I don't know, sitting around lazying every day. He had a goal in mind. The goal was, I want to be the fastest man on earth. I'm going to start doing things today so that in a few years' time, I will be the fastest man on earth. So he had an interview. I can't remember exactly who it was that was interviewing him, but I remember what he said in that interview was that he trained for 8 years in order to run lower than 10 seconds for the 100 meters once. So he had 8 years of doing something before he achieved his goal. And it's the idea of that. It's like doing something today that your future self is going to be thankful for. And that to me is the big premise of the 1%. It's the idea that be willing to do something that your future self is going to be thankful for, first of all. And secondly, be willing to do what 99% of people is unwilling to do.
Yeah, 100%, man.
People want to run 100 meters under 10 seconds, but they're unwilling to put in the effort, the time, the dedication, the sacrifice that is required in order for you to do that just the once. Because people are, in general, very impatient. We want things and we want it now. We want things to happen right now. We don't want to... It's like, what was that other saying? You don't plant a tree so that you can sit under its shade. You plant a tree so that the future generations can sit under that shadow of that tree.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
it's the idea that do something today that your future self is going to benefit from. That's my idea around that. And the idea of 1%, that is just a placeholder. It doesn't even have to be 1%, and it doesn't have to be an improvement. All it needs to be is 1% of movement. Or be a little bit further away than you were, or be a little bit closer than you were yesterday. So small things. I want to, like a personal story. My mom and my dad recently stopped smoking. So for health reasons, my mom had to stop. So she got the medication and all of that stuff that, basically helps you to stop smoking. So she was on this medication for like 4 or 5 months, or 3 or 4 months, and she's now off of the medication, and she's now no longer smoking cigarettes. My dad was also a smoker, and he decided, you know what? He also wants to quit smoking, not just for my mom's sake, but for his own sake as well. So, be supportive. You quit smoking, I'm going to quit smoking. I'm not going to be the person that's going to, eat in front of a hungry person, that kind of thing. Let's both stop smoking. But my dad's method was to reduce the amount of cigarettes that he was having in a day. And he didn't go straight up full, cold turkey. Okay, I'm just going to quit smoking. No, just 1 cigarette a day less. That kind of thing. And then it got to the point where he was having a cigarette, as an example, once every 4 hours. And then once every 5 hours. And so on and so forth. To the point that over the space of 2 to 3 months, he is now completely done without cigarettes. And that's the idea. I have a goal. I'm going to put small steps in place, and I'm going to stick to those small steps in order to achieve my goal. And the thing is, you need to personalize that goal for yourself. You can't look at someone else and say, okay, I see Will is doing this thing. I also want that thing. I am going to do the same things that Will is doing. The thing is, Will's steps is personalized. There's reason behind the steps for him. He's taken that thing and he's adopted it. He's taking accountability. He's taking responsibility for his actions. That's where it starts. You need to start. You need to create a goal that is personal to you, something that you really want to achieve. It makes the process easier if you really want it. But then at the same time, having those moments of, let's call them weakness, like those moments where the easiest thing would be to say, I'm not going to do it today. That's the easiest thing to do. I'm not going to, I'm supposed to do it, but I'm not going to do it because it's easier. It's fighting that It's taking that on that is super hard. It's the I don't want to do it. I'm not in the mood to do it, but I'm still gonna do it. That's the hard thing, and that's where the 1% thing comes into place or comes into play. That's the difference. That's the difference maker between you doing something that is good for you now or what you want now versus what's going to be good for you in the next 5 years, 10 years, 2 months, that kind of like thing.
Yeah, what do they say? Do something hard now to have an easy life later, or have an easy life now, or do something easy now to have a hard life later. It's something along those lines. But yeah, it speaks waves, man. It's what do you want to do? Do you want to do the easy work now and go out and party and do all the stupid stuff that you could be doing later on, and then potentially suffer the consequences for it, or do you want to do the hard work now? Do the grafting, put in the hours while you have the energy and the time, and then enjoy the fruits of your labor a little bit later on.
Yeah, the idea of it is powerful, but it's not as powerful as the action that goes along with the idea.
Look, life is yin and yang.
Balance.
You are going to have a very good life or a very easy life, and you're going to have a very hard life. Which one do you want first? Because you're going to get both.
Oh, dude, I love this. Inch by inch, life's a cinch. Yard by yard, life is hard.
Yeah, 100%, man.
It's like that saying, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time,
mate. One bite at a time.
Man. Yeah, exactly that. Take it bit by bit by bit.
Did we already read this from In the Wells?
Yeah. But yeah, read it out again, dude, if you want.
Nah.
Nah.
Infinity saying we can stay disciplined when no one is watching, stay calm when the market goes against us, and keep learning when we feel stuck. Or can we stay disciplined when no one is watching? Stay calm when the market goes against us and keep learning when we feel stuck. So consider this. Who benefits from discipline? Is it the person that's watching you, or is it you? Stay calm when the market goes against us. Who benefits from that? The people that are, watching you, or you? So keep learning when we feel stuck. That's the only time you learn, is if you are stuck. It's like you don't learn when you do something right. You really learn when you do something wrong. As an example, you learn more when you do something wrong than you do when you do something right, as an example. So can we stay disciplined when no one is watching? You're the one that needs to own up to that, to take responsibility for that. It's the onus. It's on you. When do you stay calm, or do you stay calm when the market goes against you? Nobody is responsible for your emotions. You are. So you should try your utmost every day to challenge those negative things that is causing you to feel like, okay, I cannot be disciplined unless someone is watching me. Well, you need to do that when nobody's watching you. Staying calm when the market goes against you is one of the hardest things. But once you start realizing that I'm responsible for this, it becomes easier. Staying calm or learning when you're stuck, mate, it's the only time you learn, is if you are stuck. Imagine this. I teach you my strategy, and you are profitable, but you never really learned how to do it on your own. You're going to be profitable for a while, and then things are just going to go south for you, and you're not going to know what to do in order to change what needs to be changed. Whereas if you learned by yourself, maybe with some outside input, you will learn what to do and when to do it. And if things go wrong, you know what it is that you need to have a look at, because you have the foundation. We talk about this often. It's like the idea of teaching a man to fish versus giving a man a fish. So if you give a man a fish, he's going to eat for the day. Congratulations, you've changed someone's life for that day. But tomorrow, that person's going to come ask you for a fish again because they don't know how to fish. But if you teach them how to
Yeah,
fish,
he's still going to be hungry,
little
man.
bit
He's
of
still going to
time.
show up at that canteen.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit of time, but eventually the person is going to take control. It's that onus. It's taking responsibility for it. You learn so much more from taking responsibility for it. That's my honest belief. MGN saying, I was in an 8-hour EU trade yesterday just to take out at break even.
Ah, sucks, man. We've all been there. Yeah. We've all been there. Dude, I've been in a trade for like a week or two just for it to hit stop loss. I'm like, oh, that's draining. Yeah, it happens.
I hate being in a trade so long, mate. It's like, it's my patience. It gets tested.
Yeah.
And we're literally talking about it. So I'm trying to exercise patience by saying, okay, cool. Just
100%, mate. It's accountability, you know?
Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah, 100%. If you don't get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you're forever going to be uncomfortable. Because you're never,
you're also not going to value change.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to realize what change is, and you're not going to want to change because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, literally that.
Like Infinity is saying, because that's where the 1% mindset is built, in the small, boring, uncomfortable moments that no one talks about.
Yeah, it's in the background as well, man. You know, it's in the head. It's in your mindset at night. You know, it's when you go to sleep. It's when you wake up. It's when you go to the toilet. It's when you're in the shower. You know, it's when no one's there. You know, it's when you're all alone on your own with your own thoughts. So that's where the 1% mindset is built. You know, it's when you're sitting at your desk or your computer when no one's live. You know, nothing's going on. Nothing's in the market. Maybe the markets aren't doing market things. Maybe there's slow price action. You know, that's when your 1% mindset comes through.
It was funny. It was funny what happened yesterday on the Fiverr stream.
What's that now?
When we were having a similar discussion about mindset, about change, and there were people in the comments that were like, this is the worst discussion. Why not get back to the charts, kind of like stuff?
Yeah.
And the idea is that those people are not the people that would achieve success, in my opinion. Because you only want the easy thing. You just want the chart. They most probably rocked up there because they wanted signals. They wanted Will to tell them, okay, I'm going to take a buy here now, and then they're going to join them in. That kind of like thing. And because we started talking about mindset or psychology, all of that kind of like stuff, now all of a sudden it's boring.
Yeah, basically, mate. Yeah, literally that. Like, dude, there's 22 of you in right now, which is absolutely awesome. And we're talking about 1%. We're talking about mindset. We're talking about psychology. You know, okay, yes, I'm in an open trade. Yes, I'm in GU. And yes, I'm in about $126 drawdown. I've gone with nearly a full risk on this as well. So
I noticed, jeez, mate.
Yeah, $900 I'm risking on this now. Because I'm back up at a decent, almost like a normal size. It's just no different to having 2 losses in the market. So I'm back up at a normal drawdown size now, so it's not too bad. But this candle here is worrying me a little bit. So if we can break,
I'm going to tell you one thing though, mate. One thing.
Go on.
This 15-minute candle that we had, that had the big wick underneath, we have yet to have follow through on the bullish point. So the candle itself is 5 minutes left on this 15-minute candle, and it's printing bearish currently. Which I think is a good thing. So I think your trade is safe right now.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. It depends on how this candle closes now. It worried me a little bit with this candle here, so we'll have to see. The reason I entered in where I entered in is I didn't know if we were going to get a pullback. We got a bit of a pullback, so I'm hoping now we're going to continue lower, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, there's 22 of you watching now. There will be 21 of you. Louis, gotta go. See you guys at the Fivers. See you later, Louis. See you, bro.
Cheers, Louis.
Yeah, guys, we're talking about psychology. We're talking about mindset. You know, people don't like to talk about these things. And the fact there's 22 of you watching right now goes to show that you guys are here because you want to be profitable traders, not because you just want to see sexy charts go up and down. So congratulations, guys, and it's super cool to see you all sticking around, even when we're talking about psychology. So give us a big thumbs up for that, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new here, especially on the toilet. All of history's greats have made their world-changing decisions on the shitter. Dude, mate, there's something in it. I was watching.
That's why the thinking man pose is that, like, I'm on the toilet pose kind of.
Thinking man, the thinking man pose. He's not actually sitting on a rock. He's sitting on the bog. They just, just to make it look better, they just took the bog away and thought, he's thinking. He's actually thinking on the loo, mate. He's constipated. He's contemplating life. But yeah, guys, it's it is something in it. I was watching Dragon's Den last night, and Stephen Bartlett, I love his mentality when it comes to business. He only invests in business he gets excited about, and I can really relate to that. I'm the exact same. I want to be excited about business. And he said on air, he was like, guys, I want to be thinking about business. I want to be thinking about this business in the shower, on a run, walking the dog. He said, I want to be just always thinking about this business. I want to be excited about it. And I thought, yeah, that's really relatable. These are the eureka moments that people get. And there's a correlation, man. Most successful people are getting eureka moments. They're getting their life discovering moments, or how did Nawaz put it? World-changing decisions. 100%. These world-changing decisions are being made at random times, whether you're in the shower, whether you're on the toilet, whether you're out walking the dog. These are times where you're alone with your thoughts, and these are sometimes the best times to actually think.
The thinking man's position in the shower just looks like you're ready to cry. And you're doing that pose while in the shower, all hunkered down, one knee to the floor.
Dude, yeah, I'm standing in the shower like that, journaling.
Really, it's like my life's over, mate. My life's over.
Oh, mate, this trade may be over. if this closes as an indecision candle, I'll probably take out, because we're rejecting too much. If we close as a very strong bear candle, I'll hold. If we close as a rejection candle, then I'll probably take out, just because, like I said, I want to disrespect this. Don't mind those fools, mate. We appreciate that.
Yeah, man. We don't. We don't really. I think, like Will said it perfectly yesterday, we've got thick skin, mate. It's water off of the duck's or the goose's back, that kind of thing. We just don't care anymore.
Yeah, mate, literally.
The people that are there that want our input will be there. The people that don't want to be there for our input, they can leave. They're not being forced to be there. That kind of thing. So,
yeah, mate, exactly right.
Don't really care all that much.
Biskin Yoba saying, left the stream because I might really engage them and could get blocked for something, so I walked away. They're a sad bunch. Yeah, 100%, man. It happens. Sometimes, there'll be, if we wake up on the wrong side of the bed in the morning, or if we have a bit of a psychological day and we get trolled, sometimes we may want to engage with them as well. We may want to say something, but sometimes it's good to have trollers, because you can actually look at them and think, this allows me to practice patience. This allows me to practice psychology, mindset, and breathing exercises. So we don't mind trollers. We don't want them. We don't like them. But we all know that we're like arseholes. Everyone's got one. So
yeah. But I mean, the idea is still that we're not going to be for everybody. And if everybody likes me, there's a problem.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I'm not supposed to be for everybody's liking. Like, if I... It's like splitting a room and appeasing both sides of the room, then I'm not being me. I need to have my crowd that agrees with me or likes me or that kind of thing. So I'm not going to be for everybody. So it's fine to have a hater. It's fine to have somebody disagree with you. It's fine to have someone say you're unbearable or whatever. Maybe I am unbearable to that person, but it's fine. Like Barry is saying,
Yeah.
you can lead a horse to water, but the fiber stream is full of lazy, know-it-all twats. And that's just the
Barry.
streamers, mate.
Yeah. Oh, Barry. You do make me laugh.
Infinity, no one can teach you how to trade. They can only show you the path. The real lessons start when you face the market. We are blessed to have the mentors. Mate, I don't really consider myself a mentor. I just consider myself to be a bit of an entertainer, to be dead honest with you.
You are.
But
You are a bit of a clown.
Yeah, but if people do feel like I'm mentorship worthy, then I'll take that, mate. I appreciate it.
Give us a big
But
thumbs
yeah,
up.
I'll be your clown mentor.
Your clown mentor.
Get like one of those big red noses, go.
Oh man, this I don't know what to say about this EU trade.
Yeah, MGN, you do have the best thinking man photo.
Is that the wizard one?
It's the one with the wizard's hat and all of that
that's
stuff.
on the web. That's on the website, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Really
was a really good photo.
gold has made a bit of a reaction off of that area of interest that I had lined up. So it's starting to. I had this little area over here, which was the double top, and then just a little bit of the bottom section of it that I marked out, and it has just wicked into it and made its indecision candle, and then its first bearish candle. It is still very much bearish. I mean, we haven't broken any sort of structure on the 15. We haven't broken any sort of structure on the 5 yet. So we have some... Oh, wait, wrong button. We have some swing point here as an example. So price hasn't broken through that. If it does start turning, it might need to break through this point, test it, and then continue back up to this bearish point over here. This first one, and then maybe the second one. But it is slowing a little bit. We're seeing larger larger bull input happening here in relation to what happened over there, over here, and all of these. So these candles are becoming a little bit bigger. So the bearish control is being challenged now a little bit.
Yeah, I've taken out of EU, guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, minus $400.
That's okay.
Oh well, it was good. You know, like I said, I'll bring up my chat now. Rich, you're my mentor. I'll stop brushing my hair too. Same, man. I've given up making an effort with my hair in the morning just because I want to fit in with Rich.
Embrace not necessarily being what everybody wants you to be. You want my hair to be like combed properly, and I have like hair like this, like flat to the top. Dude, that's not me. I have this crown, this hair piece over here that goes wherever it wants to. So
yeah, so EU I've taken out. Like I said, look, big wick rejection here. I said we need to disrespect this zone and break below. We didn't. Indecision candle, and then followed by a bullish engulfing. I thought, yeah, screw this. So I lost $400, $432 today. Hey, look, guys, not every day is gonna be a winning day. Let me go on to.
But it's okay. It's okay that it is a losing trade.
Yeah, exactly. I won $195 yesterday. I think I paid like $20 commission, and then I lost $430 or $430 today. So that's fine. Net loss of 213. Gross loss of 213. Net loss of 257. So, guys, $257 loss for the week isn't that bad. If I bring up, let me have a look at October. Let's go 1st of October. I'm still up 2.5% for the month.
Nah, mate, your stuff is still good. It's still there. Like,
Exactly.
there's no need to feel any sort of thing towards
Yeah, exactly,
your
mate.
today.
Exactly.
It's
that.
part of the
Guys, slow horse for a long journey.
everybody should be. And on that bombshell
I'm
of a
out.
comment, yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. We are really appreciative of everybody that came in, dropped a comment, dropped a like. If you shared this video, we're super happy for that as well. For everybody that interacted with us today, people that keep rocking up day after day after day, we are super happy to have you all here.
It's super
And
happy.
if you're not already, get into the Discord, join us there. If you don't want to, that's also cool. But we'll be going off now. We're going to jump into the live lounge, have a little bit of banter, continue the kind of like discussions that we've had here, maybe trade a little bit more, we don't know. And then after that, we will be going onto the Fiverr stream. So yeah, join us there. Will, anything you would like to mention before we say goodbye to the lovely folks?
Nope, you pretty much nailed it, mate. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. 74 subs. Let's see if we can get to like 80 subscribers by the end of the week. I think that's doable. So, guys, subscribe to the channel and give us a like on your way out.
All right, guys, and then with that, bye.